Congratulations, Dad.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Liverpool
much.
has won the Premier League.
Yeah, that was so good feeling. When Tottenham scored the goal, actually, Mom was watching a little bit with me, and I say, you know what? Now it's gonna be Liverpool's gonna go and basically win that game very high, and
they did.
And they did. They played very good, and that was so excitement.
You know what I loved about Liverpool, the way they beat Tottenham? Because you're right, Tottenham drew blood first. It kind of almost sucked the energy out of Anfield for a second.
Yes.
Because I have to give credit to all the Liverpool fans at Anfield. I was getting emotional before that game started when they were singing the songs and everything. I was like, I don't even support Liverpool, and I'm getting emotional. So for a moment, when Tottenham scored, I think it was Solanke, I was like, oh no, could this possibly be like a bad game for Liverpool? But then what I really appreciate about Liverpool, Luis Diaz, who you could say hasn't had his best season, he equalizes. McAllister, the best deal that Liverpool has ever gotten, he scores an unbelievable goal. Then you have who was the third? Cody Gakpo.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
one of my favorite players this season, Arne Slot, has lit a fire under Cody Gakpo's butt. And then Mo Salah, you know, like you want Mo Salah to score because he's on his way to hopefully get that golden boot. And then, you know, Tottenham gifted you guys the 5th goal, an own goal, and c'est la vie. You guys won the Premier League.
Yeah, no, that was, you know, like with the Liverpool, like if anybody ask me, let's say you ask me who is you think best player than the, for me to give you right answer, I don't know.
Yeah,
because
I know.
they all good.
But you love one player in particular right now.
Yes, I do.
Which one? Let's see if we're thinking of the same player.
Van Dijk.
Well, we always love Van Dijk, but you love Gravenberch.
Yes.
All season long, my dad's been
yes,
just praising him and praising him.
But I love the way he proved Arne Slot.
Yes.
He's right player to be started.
Yep.
Like I can really believe that every game is like that guy is proving, showing, playing. He is basically number one.
And not just, you know, at Liverpool, but across the Premier League. And honestly, you could start thinking about international football. He's probably got the confidence now to kind of make those starting 11s and perform at a high level too.
You know, you know that we're all gonna watch Holland
the
play.
Netherlands.
Like,
Every Liverpool fan has to be a fan of the Netherlands.
And Netherlands is always, you remember, when you smaller, younger, I always told you watch Netherlands
And I
play.
love the Netherlands.
Yeah. And now we have, look, Arne Slot, we have Van Dijk, Gapco, we have Gravenberch, and this is crazy. I don't know how they can talk to McAllister being Argentinian.
I know, because the beef,
drama? Yeah.
the beef between Argentina and the Netherlands, I swear, goes deep. But you know, McAllister, like I just think about him. We were talking about this on the phone yesterday. McAllister, I guess if you watched him for if you're a Brighton fan, you know how good he was prior to Liverpool. But if you didn't watch Brighton every single day, which I'm going to admit I haven't, I really watched him at the World Cup for Argentina and Qatar. And I thought, in a team full of, you know, there's Messi, there's Alvarez, you name all the players, Martinez for Argentina. McAllister always stood out to me because of how hard he worked. He would come off the pitch and his face was as red as a tomato because of how hard he worked. And when Liverpool scooped him after that World Cup, I said, this is the best move that Liverpool could make because he's so freaking good. And he can score a goal. The goal he scored against Tottenham. Like the guy does it all.
No, you look at him. It's really hard to say if he is defending or attacking midfielder.
He's complete
because he's complete.
I agree with you, Dad.
Complete.
Completely.
And I just love that guy.
I do too.
love also watch Argentina playing.
I know you do.
But this player, he is the best. And now they say maybe he's gonna go to Real Madrid. And you know what? He's gonna replace who? Modric.
I know. Well,
because this is
it's time.
But it's also he's got more to offer than Modric.
Yeah.
We all love Modric.
But it's time.
But it's
with
time.
respect.
Exactly.
Yes, I understand
with respect
completely.
To Modric.
Completely understand.
We all love Modric. His career beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's what Alistair has.
I know.
A lot to show. amazing.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And this is, again, Konate. Look at this guy. We've talked about that, I think, once. He's going to learn a lot from Van Dijk. And he's already different defender. Robertson. Like, I just... Well, when I watch him, reminds me a little bit. When I used to play, I was left defender, left back. And every time I go up, my coach says, you can't left your position, because that's how we play.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back day. But you know what? Every time I get ball, I want to go up. And that's
you would have been like Nuno Mendes on PSG.
And that's how you watch Robertson. His crosses, incredible,
Yes.
Look at, what his name? Going to Real Madrid, probably. Arnold.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Alexander-Arnold. Like a lot of people complain how
I don't get that.
How defending he is kind of weak, but you know what? His attacking mood, his shots, free kick.
His
good
passing.
Defender.
He could ping the ball.
Yeah.
Like it almost at times, don't get mad at me when I say this, because I'm not comparing the two in terms of their positions, but at times his long balls, it's like I'm watching David Beckham.
No,
he puts it right where it has to be, like incredible. Sometimes I'm watching Trent Alexander-Arnold play a ball and I'm like, that's incredible. Listen, I know he's in the academy, the youth academy. He grew up with Liverpool. Liverpool was his favorite club. I don't understand why a lot of fans are upset that he made this move to Real Madrid. At some point, he has to do what's best for his career. He's done his job with Liverpool. He's won titles. He's respected the club, and now he's moving on.
Real Madrid.
And honest to God, anyone who's complaining, would they not do the same in his position? Look what Jude Bellingham did. And I always say this to people. Jude Bellingham had the courage to go out of a club like Dortmund, who I respect. I love Dortmund. But all eyes were on him. He could have gone to the Premier League. He could have gone where he's comfortable in England. And he made a move to the biggest club in the world. Because let's be honest, when you're playing for Real Madrid, all eyes are on you. And look what he did in his first season. He was Player of the Year in La Liga. He's breaking records. He absolutely, like, Jude Bellingham was already kind of a big name, but he made his name even bigger by taking that risk. It paid off, and Trent Alexander-Arnold could do the same. And if anything, it might be slightly easier for him because he already has Jude there. Him and Jude are best friends.
Yes.
So it's more comfortable for
but
him.
You already forgot we're talking about
I know, I'm getting
Liverpool
excited.
plays.
Dad, I haven't talked to you on here for 6 weeks. This is exciting for me. Do you know how happy I am? So you guys know, I have a 16-month-old son. He's currently teething. I slept 1 hour last night, okay? Like, I'm going on no sleep. When my dad came over to my house, my eyes were basically closed. I'm so tired. But talking with him right now and talking about football and talking about all this, I feel like I've just had 5 cups of coffee. That's how much I love you.
Thank you very much. No, I love you too. We love to talk about football. And look how many games we watch together, how many games we go in MLS League.
I know. Oh my God, yeah.
You
Season ticket holders for Toronto FC.
We went to the train station and we realized the game is not today. You remember
Oh my God.
that?
It's a quick story. We used to live in Toronto, and obviously Toronto FC is an MLS team, and my dad and I are season ticket holders since the first season. Of course, this was our thing. We would always go to every single home game together. And one day we go to the train station, and usually you would see a flood of Toronto FC jerseys and people in like the kits. And my dad and I are fully decked out, and we're looking around, and we're like, where the hell are the fans? Like, no one's here. We got all the way to the stadium to realize that the game wasn't even on that day. We looked like such idiots, but whatever. It was a funny story, and we went back home and we were like, we're stupid.
Yes, then let's come back. Look at Szoboszlai. This guy.
Szoboszlai, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Second half of the season. Number
100%.
Number 1. Like, who you choose best?
100%.
Look at Becker, goalie.
I think
like you remember his kicks to Salah and assists.
Alisson Becker to me. And this was, who'd you guys play before PSG in the Champions League? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I'm on no sleep. To me, he had a performance in the Champions League where I said he is the best goalie in the world right now.
He did that.
He was the best goalie in the world, and I just...
You know the goalie from Manchester City, Emerson?
Yes,
he also
Ederson,
is Ederson.
Yeah.
Emerson. He always was for me, which one of them is better.
Yeah.
But then now we know he's number 1 goalie. Then we go attacking. Look.
Salah.
Gapco, Salah.
Yep.
Jota,
Yeah. I know.
Diaz, and we have Nunes just in case. Eh?
Just in case you guys want to miss an open net.
No, but even Nunes, think
I'm
about
kidding.
it.
I love Nunes.
We all love him, but
I was thinking about, okay, I want to just tell Liverpool fans, you guys don't know the backstory between my dad and I. I grew up an AC Milan fan. He's a Liverpool fan. We've always gone head to head. And because my dad always rips on me when AC Milan doesn't do well, I naturally haven't been able to not love, just even like Liverpool, okay? So I found myself after this game sitting there like emotional. I have for some reason sentimental attachment to Liverpool now, and I'm thinking when Liverpool won the Premier League title, obviously against Tottenham, I couldn't stop thinking about Klopp. And I thought about something you said on one of the episodes. Arne Slot's done a great job. We talk about how he's reignited Cody Gakpo, Gravenberch, all these players are kind of finding another level. Salah has been much better this season than he was last. But Klopp laid this foundation for this Liverpool team. And honestly, I just wish there was a way where we could give him a piece of that. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't know why I'm saying we. I wish there was a way for him to kind of get his flowers too, because he deserves it.
And now I even like Arne Slot even more, because he mentioned in his after-game interview, he mentioned this.
Beautiful.
The Jurgen did kind base. And those changes Arne Slot did, amazing with Gravenberch. And there's other players.
Yeah.
We'll look at the bench, and it's not really bench.
Academy,
Dimiskas. Then we have Jones.
Yeah.
And they not bench players.
Elliot.
Elliot. They not bench players. They starters.
I agree.
And each one is like showing everything.
Yeah.
It's kind.
For everyone watching right now, my mom had recorded my dad's reaction, so I'm going to put it in this video quickly here right now.
My gosh.
That's right.
He's great, too.
But that was obviously after Liverpool had won the match against Tottenham. They won the Premier League. And I'm getting that video from my mom. And again, I'm getting emotional. And I'm sitting on the couch, Dad, and I'm like, why am I crying? I don't like Liverpool. And then I sit with it for a second, and I'm like, to see my dad, 66 years old, look how good looking he is for 66.
Tomorrow,
healthy. Yeah,
tomorrow,
my dad's
66.
birthday's tomorrow, so we could drop a happy birthday to Mr. Liverpool in the comments. That'd be great.
This is so sweet from Liverpool to win that Champions League, not
just
Champions
for you,
League, just
Premier
first
League.
place Premier League, because it's nice birthday gift.
But I was just watching, and I'm like, how many people can look at their parents watch their favorite team in any sport win a title like that, so it made me emotional. And another thing is when my son was born, my dad didn't know this, but I was planning on making my son a Liverpool fan and surprising my dad at his house with my son in a Liverpool kit, okay? But my dad wasn't even going to allow the chance of my son being anything other but a Liverpool fan, so he had already gotten my son a Liverpool onesie. So my dad had naturally made my son a Liverpool fan before I even could for him. So it's this like crazy family tie now where my best football buddy and my dad is a Liverpool fan. My son is a Liverpool fan. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, shit, am I a Liverpool fan now? Because I'm crying. And another thing, the Liverpool fans, I posted that video of you, Dad, getting emotional when they won. And it's almost, correct me if I'm wrong, it feels different watching Liverpool win that title. I've seen Real Madrid win titles. I've seen, Bayern Munich win titles. We've seen Manchester City win titles. The comment section of my videos, people are so, I feel like it meant more to Liverpool fans. I have people from South Africa. I have people talking about loved ones that passed on and how they thought about their loved ones. I have people saying, God bless your father. Like, it makes me emotional. Like, I just feel like this fan base might be a little bit different. And I'm starting to worry about my mental health because I feel like Liverpool's winning me over in a sense. And this is coming from someone for who for like what the last 20 years I've hated the club, and now I'm like, oh my God, do I like them? Because
and
of you.
Do. No,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was kind of scaring
you
myself.
Gotta remember, you have tears in your eyes because you gotta remember you used to be player too.
Yeah, I know.
And that you injured, you really can come back. But that's why you emotional too.
Yeah.
You know, coming from a player who used to play. And you know, you are in finals too,
Dad,
so you know how this feels.
I know, but like I said, I've seen other teams win. Obviously, in our lifetime, we've seen so many teams win titles, right? That's going to happen every year, no matter what league or team you're watching play. But this one felt different. Like it felt like it
Liverpool.
meant. That's what I'm saying, though. I feel like the fan base, Liverpool fan base, it meant something deeper. Like it wasn't just like, even Mike, my husband, came up to me yesterday and said, I didn't know winning the Premier League was such a big deal. And I said, but I think it's different for Liverpool fans.
Yes.
Like I feel like it was more than just a title, more than just football. Do you know, can you, like, you're a Liverpool fan, you tell me.
Yes, I think so. Yes, look at that atmosphere before the game.
Unbelievable.
Last season, you know, when they win with Klopp title, was all city is involved of that.
Yep.
And that's why we like it. I love it, and it's the best.
I have to say, that video again of you being emotional. You didn't even cry like that at my wedding, or when my son was born. I've never seen my dad that emotional. So you know, Liverpool brings that out of you. I love it.
Yeah, no, you know, picture that you watch for so many years games. You prepare yourself.
100%.
You everybody has to, let's say, your schedule has to go around that game. You don't want to be late. You know me. You know, like we went to TFC game. We always half an hour before the game. We always half an hour after the game. You know, so all those things I like to see everything. And same with me watching Liverpool. I like to watch pre-game interviews, after the game's interview. So that takes, you know, time and everything. Sometimes I'm kind of blaming myself. I say, you have to cut the grass, and you didn't because it's Liverpool game and you lazy or
no, you're just a diehard fan.
Kind stuff like that.
That's what I love about you, Dad.
I just love that club since long time, and that's it.
I am genuinely happy for you. For every single Liverpool fan watching this, I am genuinely happy for you. This is coming from someone who put Liverpool as their pet peeve in their yearbook growing up, because again, my dad and I would always go toe to toe, but my heart's starting to open, I would say, a little bit for Liverpool, but out of the most genuine place in my heart, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I got to see you celebrate that. I wish it was more. I think Liverpool had the potential to even win the Champions League, so it's kind of, you know, too bad that you guys didn't go further in other areas, but you know, we'll see what happens next season, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, no, yesterday at Costco, I see one man wearing a Liverpool jersey, so I went to him, and he says basically like you said.
Yeah.
He says, too bad we didn't playing in Champions League. I say, yeah, it's always next time.
Yeah.
So that's what I believe. But
I love it.
Premier League, I realize it's not easy to win.
No,
It's not
it's huge.
really easy to win, and anybody can win the game. And we saw that. Look at Arsenal. Look at everybody who is behind has problem to win game.
Yeah.
And same with Liverpool, but they are the best right now, and we have to say that.
I love it, Dad. I'm happy for you. I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
My biggest wish for you, and I want you to know one of the biggest goals of mine, is to get you to Anfield to watch Liverpool play live.
Thank you.
So I'm saying this on April 28th, 2025.
Yeah.
And I promise you at some point...
Before I die.
I promise you, God willing, that's not even close from now.
Yeah.
Don't even say that.
We go together.
But we will be at Anfield, and you'll hear me singing You'll Never Walk Alone at that point, because I'll be very, very happy. So please, everyone, if you could take a moment, please wish my dad a happy birthday in the comments, because I'll tell you what, no one reads your comments more than my dad, and no one appreciates you more than my dad and I. So thank you very much for watching. We'll obviously be back now weekly with our segments. We're going to have Champions League next week. My dad's back. We want to talk about football, but we had to get Mr. Liverpool's reaction. So
and thank you very much for all the support and the comments for cheering for Liverpool. This is crazy nice, and I'm very happy. I small part of it.
Oh my gosh, Dad, you're the best. You're going to be at Anfield shaking Arne Slot's hand.
There you go.